Howdy. Slightly less lazy tonight in that I at least took the time to turn my camera around. Um, Slept a lot today, but it was good sleep. Um, Finally got out of bed like right before 4 o'clock, and I was perfectly happy with that. But, yeah, not too much to report, just playing a lot more Xenoblade. Um, Still a really good game. I'd forgotten that Yoko Shimomura was one of the composers on it. She wasn't one of the main ones, but she did like the main theme, the primary battle theme, which is what tipped me off. I was in a bit of a, I was like in a longer battle where it really got, further into the song, and it started doing some piano stuff, and I'm like, that sounds like Yoko Shimomura. She has a very distinct style with like big orchestrations, led by just driven by a single piano. Good examples of that are the Imperial Battle theme from Final Fantasy 15 and pretty much any boss music from Kingdom Hearts. I think the best example though is some of the final boss music from Kingdom Hearts 2. There's just some big piano sweeps and it's just really good. You kind of feel like you are the piano, if that makes sense. Like, if the fight you're in is the orchestration and you are that piano, it just really drives you. I can't put my finger on. Well, I can. It's the piano. I love a piano. I wanted to play piano until I took lessons. And then it became, I want to mess around with this, to I'm being held to a standard that I don't care about. My first teacher actually said, she said, I don't know if you'll ever have the drive to practice this, but you absolutely have the musical passion for composing. Maybe someday. Maybe I do. I don't know. I just have a passion for music. Music does good things to me, and so I like it back. Maybe I will get into that. That's something I just realized. You know, maybe maybe once I get my feet back on solid ground, and I'll look into some decent composition software that's not stupid expensive and just start messing around. Who knows what I might come up with? That could be cool, actually. Who knows if I'll stick with it? Um, but it's like I was looking back at one of the Art Guru streams for Vine Sauce, one of Vinny's art corners, to find a specific reference that everybody that's become relevant recently that I won't go see. Well, it's the Kapusi thing. Um, a few nights ago, he ended his stream. A few weeks ago, I mean, he ended his stream really late. All he did was, and so like he was gonna cut the art segment short anyway, but all he managed to do was watch one animated thing that just destroyed him. And it was from an artist named Kapusi, Capussi. Um, and shortly after last year's charity stream, he did. This artist did a small, slightly animated GIF-like thing of all the streamers in the setting that they used for it, which was a high fantasy RPG. And Vinny had fun saying his name, and so the artist used that used Vinny saying "Kapusi" just like that, but sped up. And so I was going back to find the origin of that, but the art piece right before it uh, was like basically a comic saying, Vinny, you're being really hard on your music lately. Stop that. Your music's good. And true to form, Vinny, laughed at it obviously, but then he's like, to take this a little too seriously for just a second. Um, I don't think my music's crap, but I don't think it's amazing either. It's just what I want to hear, and wasn't getting enough of what I want to hear, so I wrote stuff I'd want to hear, and that's like very up there with pretty much like everybody's always saying the best writing advice I can give you is write something you would want to read, make something you would want to see. Um, so maybe I'll start making music I want to listen to. Who knows? That could be fun. But that's kind of the biggest thing going on the last 24 hours. I had Subway today. That was good. Been a while. But, yeah. Not really too much else to talk about. So I guess I'll catch y'all all tomorrow.